I want people to remember that when he was candidate Obama, that he said he was going to get this economy going. He was going to bring people together, be a real leader for change in America. And so I'm going to run an ad that shows him and the things he said here in New Hampshire in a speech here. And the contrast between what he said and what he did is so stark. People will recognize we really do need to have someone new lead this country.
Welcome back to Harvard. That was Mitt Romney last night previewing his new TV ad that'll run in New Hampshire today. It's getting all kinds of attention for being misleading, that ad is, and what it portrays. Let's watch.
I am confident that we can steer ourselves out of this crisis. And who's been in charge of the economy? We need a rescue plan for the middle class. We need to provide relief for homeowners. It's going to take a new direction. If we keep talking about the economy, we're going to lose.
Wow, it sounds like a devastating ad, doesn't it? But here's the context. Let's play the full sentence of what then Senator Obama said in that speech.
Senator McCain's campaign actually said, and I quote, "If we keep talking about the economy, we're going to lose."
So he's quoting McCain in person there in 2008, and in this new ad by Romney, Romney's ad maker is suggesting those are his words about his own campaign strategy, a completely dishonest distortion. Is this what we can expect for the next year in the campaign trail? Michael Steele's a former chairman of the Republican National Committee and MSNBC political analyst, and Bob Strum's a veteran Democratic strategist. Welcome. Michael, was that on the level, that use of the quote from candidate Obama to the effect that if we talk about the economy, we lose? Was that a fair take from him?
Well, I don't know if I'd use the word fair, but you said the word I think that's most appropriate. You said devastating, and that was the point. Look, this is politics, and you know, Chris, you've been in it a long time, as I know Bob does as well. This is hardball. This is beginning to step it up. We're 6 weeks away from the first votes being cast, and Romney's beginning to lay down some tracks, and he wants to lay those tracks on the back of the president. So yeah, I mean, in terms of the politics of it, it's absolutely a fair play ad.
But did candidate Obama ever say in regard to his own strategy, if we keep talking about the economy, we're going to lose? Did he ever say that about his strategy?
Well, clearly not. If you've got the complete quote there, but that's not the point. The point is that what he said then, quoting Senator McCain, is applicable today, because he's absolutely right. The president doesn't want to spend a whole lot of time talking about the economy, because it reminds people of the fact that there's 14%, 9% unemployment, $14 trillion worth of debt out there.
Okay, let me go to Bob Strum. Bob, this is a take from something he was quoting McCain in, and the way they portrayed in the Romney campaign, he's talking about himself and his strategy.
Yeah, listen, Michael's double talk seems to equate hardball with lying. This is a lie. Michael, during the campaign last year, was out there saying that the Democrats believe America is in decline. If you had clipped that and put him on the air saying America's in decline, he would have screamed foul. You could do this to anybody. You could take Lincoln's first inaugural address and clip it, and you could have a sentence that would say slavery is right and must be extended. Now, I think this is as phony as Romney is, and people are going to see through it. And I also think he's going to pay a price for it, because, you know, you don't have to clip his stuff. He's pro-choice, anti-choice, pro-gay rights, anti-gay rights. And you can use real quotes. You don't have to do an Orwellian trick with them.
Yeah,
well, here's
you've played this game, Bob, a long time. And
I never played that game. I never once did anything like that. Never once in any campaign did I ever do this.
Michael,
name another example, Michael.
Bob, I'm not saying you. I'm saying do not act as if the Democrats have never done this themselves.
Name an example, Michael. Name an example. Give an example.
I can go back to an RNC chairman who gave a speech in New England last year about Afghanistan, and watch the Democrats clip that speech and put it on the internet.
What happened?
Okay. Can we not surprise that the liberals have already begun to use Romney's tactics against him?
Yep.
Here's a spoof ad by Think Progress. Let's watch.
We should just raise everybody's taxes. There's nothing unique about the United States. Government knows better than a free people how to guide an economy. Fiscal responsibility is heartless and immoral. Let us just raise your taxes some more. We just need a little bit more. America's just another nation with a flag.
I like it. Michael, that's fair game by your definition.
Yeah, exactly. So why is everybody getting all upset?
But that's a spoof,
Please.
Michael. That's not an advertisement. That's a satire on the corruption of Romney's campaign ad.
It serves the same purpose, Chris. I mean, and this is going to be a hard-fought campaign. There's going to be a lot of third-party organizations out there that are going to be running ads, and you can call them spoofs, you can call them political, you can call them what you want.
But Michael,
they're going to have their intended effect on both sides of the aisle. So don't sit here and act like this is something new to politics, folks.
Let me ask you, Bob, so that you have the high ground here. We've just shown an example of satire making fun of the dishonesty of the Romney campaign.
Of course.
And even in this case, Michael Steele says that's fair game. The satirical version of the dishonesty, he says, is okay. So we've really lowered the bar here, Mr. Shrum.
Well,
I don't know whether we can't all jump over this bar. Go ahead.
Look, Michael can't name a single example of a major presidential candidate, major candidate for office, ever doing something like this. There's going to be a lot of attention paid to it because Romney's put it out there. I actually think he's going to hurt himself. Voters are not dumb. They're going to see through this. And as I pointed out earlier, the irony is you can do this to Romney without clipping him.
Okay, let's take a look at